I really wanted to do this sit-down video to introduce what is happening. So this is going to be an adulting series in my channel. I love watching the series. Favorite ko yung kay Michelle Choi. I love John Day. I love Ashley B. Choi. I love these adulting series, and also Your Mom Ashley. But those are one of my favorites. A few of my favorites. A few of my favorite YouTubers that do this. Si Hazel King Sing. So she has this Living Alone series as well. Sino pa ba? Ang dami din nag-move out. Sino pa ba yung mga si Tony Sia? And it's so nice kind of like seeing them. Ano pa ba? Si Ray Girmar. Oh my god, ang dami. I've been watching them, binge watching them, and it's kind of nice to see how they live their life or things na natututunan nila when they're living alone and stuff like that. So ang saya niyan. It's so nice to kind of yung mga condos nila from bare to completely being, I don't know, yung personality nila, it shows dun sa condo. Ay, isa pa, yung personality talaga, as in, sobrang goals to. It's Ashley Garcia. If you don't know her yet, watch her videos. Sobrang aesthetic ng condo niya. I wish I had that money to splurge on our condo, but sobrang ganda ng ano niya, lalo yung kitchen niya, it's so pastel-y, ang ganda-ganda. But anyways, that's basically what will happen here. The reason why I'm doing a sit-down, kasi I feel like kailangan ko nga ng explanation into why this happened. So, I moved out in the middle of the pandemic. I moved out August 2020. I actually moved in with my boyfriend. So, there's two of us living here. And before the lockdown happened, I was actually looking for condos. And yeah, because before that, before I moved back in our family home, during my college days, I lived in a dorm. I call it dorm, but basically it's a condo. It's a very, very small condo. It was 18 square meters. And then when I started working, I moved back sa bahay namin because my parents were paying for that condo and I don't really need na to stay there. Then after that, we do have a condo in Makati na it's kind of like a gitna namin because I'm from the north, my other brother's from the south. So yun yung parang meet-up place namin. So for like a few months, I lived there. So it's a family condo, but I really wanted a place of my own that I can completely furnish and stuff like that. So when I started dating my boyfriend is actually my best friend. And before we actually moved in together, we were actually planning to move in together with two of our other friends. Kasi hindi natuloy yan kasi na-lockdown nga. So, yeah, so we moved in and we moved into these 23 square meters na apartment. It's a condo. It's basically a one-bedroom. Ano siya, I can say the name na because, should I? Wag na lang. Basta one bedroom siya, pero yung bedroom niya, parang yung, alam mo yung sliding door lang, may partition lang. So, we lived there until August 2021. Yung last day ng contract namin actually doon was August 30, 2021. So, yeah, that was okay. I mean, it served its purpose, but it was basically a temporary place. And then our next condo was, we really wanted a condo na we can stay in for a long time before we actually buy our own house. So we didn't want a temporary place na, kasi nakakapagod din maglipat, guys. I'm pretty sure if you've moved houses, sobrang nakakapagod. But the only thing I love about moving houses is that pwede akong maglinis ng gamit and kind of spring cleaning para kailangan mo ba to, hindi mo ba to kailangan. So, yeah, so ayaw na naman yung mag-focus. But anyway, so that's what happened. So, since we both work from home, we both work in an ad agency, we do shoots in our place. So, the 23 square meters became too small for the both of us. And plus, I have a cat. I had to leave my cat and have someone take care of her first because hindi pwede pets doon. And then, we actually were planning to get a puppy, which is LiQWYD. So, yeah, we really wanted a pet-friendly place and something that we can see ourselves staying in for a couple of years before we purchase our own home. So before we got this place, I was close to giving up because we actually found a place in north as well. Medyo nasa north yung search namin. We never really planned to go sa south. So this was, we are actually in Taguig area. So we never really explored this area because I felt like it was out of reach for us. And then, so we mainly stayed there. And then we did find a place. It's definitely a few thousands cheaper than this one. It's also a 2-bedroom. It's a 2-bedroom apartment with a pretty good sized balcony. It was 2-bedroom. It was around 56 square meters, around the same size as this condo. So we were like, oh, this is great. And it's around the area that we grew up in. So we knew the area. But we were having troubles with renting or like submitting our documents. Ang dami nilang hinihingi sa amin to the point na it didn't make sense anymore. Kailangan nila, may iba pa ba kayong income, blah, judging and stuff like that. So, yeah. The reason why we were having problems was I recently moved jobs. So, bago pa lang yung kontrata ko. And my previous job didn't have contract. So, that's why I left. Because I can't work in a company na walang kontrata. Ang hirap nun, guys. So, yeah, so parang may iba pa bang source of income? So lahat ng bank statements binigay ko na I have proof that I have income. So naubusan ng baterya. But basically, yung agent namin, sabi niya, yung mga hinihingi ng requirements sa amin is already for sale na, hindi for rent. So, yeah, I kind of gave up on that place already, even if like nag-down payment na kami to reserve that condo. Kasi yung kalaban namin actually is willing to buy that condo. So I guess yung owner talaga ng unit na yon really just wanted to sell it not for rent. So I guess that's why ang dami niya hinihingi para hindi kami push through. So I was really stressed. It was a very stressful 1 week. Kasi we work from home. So to go there, medyo nakaka-distract siya sa work namin kasi syempre I work in an ad agency and it's a very fast pace. So yeah, so it's very stressful. So we were given like a few days kung hindi namin like masubmit yung ganito and I couldn't ask for it, yung mga hinihingi nila. I mean like yung mga hinihingi nila before my process ng bank or anything, kailangan din ng something from their end which they can't give also. So medyo magulo na siya. So, I gave up on it. And honestly, nawalan ako ng gana na maghanap ulit ng condo because lahat na nakikita kong available was actually, they didn't really like live up to our standards.
Meron ng certificate, ma'am. Pero pag vaccinated na po kayo, no need na.
Paano kapag nakaka-isang dose pa lang? Sa 31 pa kasing sunod na.
Okay naman din po sa ma'am yun na.
Malaki yung banyo ninyo.
Opo. Yung water heater na din mga aircon.
Kasi yung iba, Diyos ko, mag-uuntugan yung mga pot. 20 to, no?
Opo, ma'am. Inclusive na din siya na station.
We didn't know we had a standard. Actually, when nakita namin yung place na yon, it had 2 bedrooms, it had a proper kitchen, it had a proper living room, yung hindi piranggot na balcony. So, he wanted to have that same space as well. So I gave up on it. I mean, we checked out a few units and yeah, and during the time na we were actually, you know, going back and forth with that condo, the more that we went there, mas hindi siya at hindi welcoming yung pakiramdam niya. So, nawala na rin kami ng gana to really like push through with it. So, balik ulit to square one. We're looking for condos again. And gumive up na talaga ako. So, I look for condos online. Like, ang dami nagpo-post niyan sa Facebook. I also have our agent from the previous condo to help us kasi mga binibigay niya, it didn't really live up to our standards. Again, it's the same 1 bedroom with the harang kind of setup. So, yeah. And then, I was actually, yung agent namin here, I actually messaged him on Facebook on a different project naman. But it's actually still in the same area. Tapos sabi niya, ma'am, pwede nyo naman itong tignan, but ayaw nyo bang tignan tong place na to kasi bago pa lang units, kaka-turnover pa lang, wala pang tumitira sa unit. So, since I was so stressed with looking at condos, malapit na akong gumive up, and if ever we don't find something after our contract ends, we're planning to stay in my parents' house for a while before then to continue looking for condos. Kasi as I said, I don't want to just move into a condo that we don't really love and spend money on it. And yeah, so we wanted like dun yung condo na susunod namin na rentahan, we're gonna stay there for a long time. So we didn't really want to settle. So nung pumasok kami dito sa condo namin ngayon, I was so busy coordinating with the agent, and I was just so busy, like, yung utak ko talaga was filled with trying to budget everything, yung stress ko pa from the previous condo, kasi babalik pa nila sa amin yung down payment namin, so wala pa sa akin. So, like, it was so stressful na I was completely, wala na ako sa mood na tumingin ng condos. Kakatawa kasi when we entered from the guardhouse, si Sed was like beside me, he's like, wow. When we entered this place, it was so peaceful. And I was like, oh my god, can we afford this place? It was so peaceful that talagang, wow, I loved it, but at the same time, kinabahan ako kasi baka hindi namin afford. So, the condos here, bagong turnover pa lang siya. Na-turnover lang nung 2020 and 2021. So, nung pumasok kami dito, as in, sobrang sealed pa yung mga faucets, wala pa nagre-renta, and stuff like that. So, yeah, and honestly, I was so scared na baka hindi namin siya afford. So,